So as we move into today, it might be a day for maybe not, completely making sure you are prepared for a really hot day, but it'll be on the warm side. Also on the hazy side, similar to how we felt in the forecast, kind of the end of the day yesterday here in the Circle City. A little hazy sunset, but that didn't stop people from enjoying their time out in the Spark here in the Circle. And of course, everybody hopefully enjoyed their afternoon and evening hours. As we wake up this morning, still looking pretty good out there on the Circle. Conditions are going to be lovely to start the day. A little hazy outside, sure. However, not dangerously smoky outside at the moment. We can see conditions around the state somewhere in the mid 60s for the most part, give or take a few degrees. And of course, as we move on with our forecast, we are going to see a little bit of a warm up from this time yesterday in the morning hours. But by the afternoon, the clouds will just get heavy enough to where we don't really warm too much higher than the mid 80s. So again, warm, but not necessarily hot outside today, especially not without bright conditions outside. Now, it looks like we're currently looking at a bright start to the morning, but you have to remember the haze doesn't always get picked up by these satellites. So currently not looking at much other than haze overhead here in central Indiana, but there are some heavier clouds out west that will be moving in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll keep those showers at bay for the rest of at least today with high pressure nearby. Only maybe a 5 or 10% chance for a few communities to see some showers this afternoon. However, there's a mess out west, and so we'll keep an eye on chances for rain increasing and maybe sticking around for a few days, unfortunately. Let's take a look at our future cast. You're going to see again heavier clouds in the afternoon, maybe a small chance for a light shower. Kokomo, Lafayette, northwestern corner of the state. We'll keep an eye on that in the afternoon, evening hours. We can see overnight into our Friday morning chances for showers increasing, and then some patches of heavy showers and maybe even a thunderstorm or two, but severe weather not looking likely. Just, of course, some heavier rain chances. So again, this morning, be prepared for a hazy morning outside. A nice look at the sun in the morning hours, and then, of course, by the afternoon, a little bit of lowered visibility out in places like Kokomo, your neighborhood as well, with a high temperature making it to the mid 80s outside. Another hazy, humid day out there. And then as we move, of course, into our forecast ahead, while it doesn't look like the wildfire smoke is causing too low of air quality, at least at ground level here, what is around is some ground level ozone, which could be sensitive to some viewers. So keep that in mind. The smoke is going to be around, the haze and smoke this morning. By noon, we're going to start to see it shifting further northwards towards Fort Wayne. And so maybe a little bit more of a hazy end to the day off north of, while it'll start hazy here in central Indiana. And then as we move into tonight's forecast, cloudy, but still mostly on the dry side. Tomorrow will increase that cloud cover even more, and we'll have, of course, those afternoon showers, maybe even a few morning showers and thunder showers outside. And we'll keep that possibility around for the tip-off and maybe even end of game for the Pacers game here in Indianapolis on our Friday night. So let's recap all of this here on our 7-day forecast, of course, brought to us by Hope Plumbing and Heating and Cooling 7-day forecast. You can see conditions are going to be hazy today, but dry. Chances for showers and storms will increase as we move into Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday. And unfortunately, it looks like chances for rain will increase as we move into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week as well. So we could be looking at a lot of rain in our forecast. We'll talk more later.